Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Austin Desperados and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Finds an opening past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Watch the flash. Watch the flash. Pick the edge. Go. No. Switch.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield strike.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Mark Andrews His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Saquon Barkley running right. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Check. No take.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punt.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. Complete to right. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Throwing Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, you know?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Barkley. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
Check 26, check 26. Shoot!
A first down carry for Barkley. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Let's go!
At their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, it's right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there on third down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now this throw caught left side. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check 9, check 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
26. Check 43.
They'll set up a throw. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Jones on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's got it. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And an Austin first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Vikings 41-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the
two.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League.
Feel like